mantra we chant. Kayena vacha manasendriyeva buddhyatmanava prakriti subhava. Karomi yajnat sagalam parasmai narayanaiti samaprayam. It just means Kayena vacha, whatever I say, manasendriyeva, whatever comes into my mind, buddhyatmanava, whatever comes into my intelligence or intellect, prakriti subhava, that's my nature. Karomi yajnat, I do everything as a sacrifice. Sagalam parasmai, everything is interrelated, the whole world, we are all one. Narayana, O God, I am just an instrument. I am nothing more than that. Even my eyes which I see, I cannot see if He doesn't decide. The nose cannot smell until He decides. Every person in the world that you see is a manifestation of the divine. And we are all instruments to pass on, to support, sustain, maintain, and retain life. If you see in a human personality, all of us physically, in our physiological, anatomical, or we can say in any aspect of the medical science, if you see dentistry, pharmacology, gynecology, we are all human beings of the same caliber, same traits. Breath-wise, no one can be saying, I breathe nitrogen, you breathe oxygen, another person breathe hydrogen. No. All of us breathe oxygen and we give out carbon. So there is no difference. Mind-wise, our emotions are all the same. The microcosmic entity of a human being expresses happiness or anger or any anxiety. It is the same as the macrocosmic emotion of every living human being in the world. The only difference that we all have is either it is ignorance, which we all need to develop in all facets, and we need to really evolve to that wisdom, and that leads us to the sense of godliness or the divinity that we realize. So only difference between every human being in the world is either I am ignorant, which I need to gain knowledge. The knowledge is the only difference that is really dividing people, destroying people, creating limitedness and narrow-minded outlook. And if this knowledge can be imparted to the people in the world, all of us can make this world a beautiful heaven. The only difference is we need to realize how to overcome. If you see physical imbalances, it is nothing but ignorance on our foods, our habits, our understanding, our taste, and this ignorance leads us to so many imbalances which we don't realize. We go on stretching and stretching and stretching till we land on the stretcher. We don't have time. When we land on the stretcher, we have all the time and money, but you cannot manage. Someone has to manage. Management becomes a management or a mismanagement because it's out of your control. This is where we can say, I am in a crisis management. Many of the psychosomatic diseases are all manifestations of the uneasiness that we have in our understanding, in our thoughts, because every thought formulates a secretion, and every secretion is either a reaction or an action. Reactions destroys your own body, actions gives you life to come up with life. Every day I shout at the person who overtakes my car. He may be having a high-tuned music system. He doesn't care whether he has cut through or anything. You shout in the car, you yell in the car, and you do all the drama. End of the year, I only take blood pressure tablet. He's still driving nicely. So, my emotions, my destruction is my creation. If I can understand and manage myself, then you can manage the world. If I manage to take care of my health, if I learn to manage my breath, if I learn to manage my emotions by a disciplined aspect of understanding, naturally you can open up to more avenues of knowledge. That's why you need to open up. So this is where I feel all of us to really join I am really happy for the wonderful dedication they have given. And we are also thinking of very many things if we can impart this knowledge to the world. Because knowledge alone is the solution for all issues that we are facing in the world. You know? So this, if we can, all of us really realize the world is beautiful. Different cultures, different religions, different nations, different languages, they're all beautiful flowers. You cannot expect, the sun is above, the mud is below, water is there, and the same mud, the same sun can give beautiful flowers. Bougainvillea, lily, rose, lotus. Imagine bougainvillea fighting lily, lily fighting rose, rose fighting some other flower. This is what we are doing. Right or wrong? We are all living in the same strata of the sun. We are all breathing. We are all living in the same soil. But why do we fight? Because it's ignorance. Imagine a bougainvillea fighting a rose, and the rose fighting a lily, and the lily fighting another flower. This is called ignorance. We are developing technology, we are developing science, but we are not developed ourselves. And unless and until we realize this, the world can never help us in any way. Because I am the problem, I am alone the solution. So this essence of knowledge is what we all need to realize. And unless we realize this, you can see the world is suffering. Innocent children, innocent families, and they are all suffering. Unless and until this ignorance is to be taken away from the world will always suffer. So let us all pray for the well-being of the world every day. Even if you can't do anything, just close your eyes and pray to whichever God you foresee. If you see, if I tell you to close your eyes, please close your eyes for a moment. Just close your eyes for a moment and visualize the mango that you like in your life or the mango that you love in your life. Just visualize. I don't think we need to require a long time. Now you can open your eyes. What is the mango you visualize? Which mango came into your mind?
I don't know the name.
But you saw a mango, right? Yeah.
Juicy, big one, red. Sorry, orange one.
Orange.
Big one, juicy one.
Yes, Adi, which mango came?
Big yellow orange.
Yellow.
Yeah.
Yes, I any mango.
And around
The badam. If you observe, each one of us, I said the word commonly mango, but each one saw different mangoes, right or wrong?
Yeah.
This is called concepts. I look to the world, I look to the divine in my concepts. In my concepts. So everything is beautiful. Every day if you can pray, in whichever concepts you are looking at, automatically you can see the world can really help to. Every day you pray for the well-being of the world, well-being for your dear and near ones, and also for the peace and happiness in the world. Your thought vibrations has great power. It has so much of power that you can see good things starts flowing in your life. So with these few words I would like to share, and I would like to thank. It's not my credit, all of you have been praising me, but actually I'm nothing. I'm just an instrument, and all of you are participating, all of you are giving your fullness, and that alone is creating the world that you think you are achieving. I would like to thank Dr. Babu. He, in fact, has been a wonderful support. In fact, we came to know each other because of the way things was moving, and he was sending me patients. I was thinking, who is the doctor who is sending patients to yoga center? Then I came to know the greatness. He is not a doctor, but a real healer. He looks to the healing of the people. It's not the money or the medicines that is looking to his thing. He wanted to see that the patient gets over the issue. And I felt that greatness in him. And through him, in fact, we could rather support so many people in the world. Here in Dubai, I can share. So I really owe him a great, not simple way. If you check my phone and if I just press Dr. Babu, I can see so much patients and Dr. Babu's name. Same as the case of Dr. Riley. Just I press relay and my phone is full of relays references. So many of them. In fact, it shows the heart. It shows how they really want people to get healed. Likewise, so many people, so many. I have Dr. Relay here is a wonderful support. I would like to thank you also, Ma, for all the support that we are giving. And in fact, we are all joining together to support the people. I have Dr. Thomas, a very close friend of mine. We have been in all facets. Even when I was working in a corporate field, we were Rotarians, he was my president and I was the secretary in Rotary Club International. And today he is again come to Dubai and we have his wonderful wife Rosalind. So it was a wonderful journey that has been going on. And I'm so happy to all of them here. I have Said and Reem, who has been the real support in so many facets that we have been undergoing. I would like to thank each one of you, Reviji. I don't know what to say. Each and every person are like precious gems to me. Each and every person. I would like to thank each and every one for your support, and I want to see that we all can join together to make a beautiful world. A world which can be free from all ignorances. A world that can be free from all darknesses. A world that can shine and blossom to beautiful aspects of existence, that can create an immense light that can be blossomed. And this place, Dubai, is just fantastic. A place which is so good, a world of its own, with the infrastructure and the support of the government and rulers. Today, if you see yoga festival, whichever they see is good, they support. And I'm sure yoga is a science. It has nothing to do anything. I heard a person who came from all the way from US wanting to know what is yoga. He tried all the institutions in the US and he didn't understand what is yoga. He came to India, he went to Mysore, he went to so many institutions to the north, south, east, west of India, and he understood and went back finally saying, I didn't understand what is this yoga. I would just like to say yoga is very simple. If in your company you have a team member, and if all the team members operate in fullness, the team gets the optimum. We need to realize within me there is a 5 members operating. And these 5 members, one member is not in good health or is having an issue, then the personality doesn't blossom. So this 5-member team is your body, is your breath, is your mind, is your understanding. And this can alone give you the sense of happiness. So integrations of one's own personality, you call it as ittihad, you call it as coordination, you call it as symphony, you call it as yoga, you call it as harmony, it is all the same. How you can really maintain, sustain and retain your system in harmony is a science that yoga has to teach. It is beyond religion, it is beyond caste, it is beyond language, it is beyond nationality because it is universal in concepts. Because every human being can understand the science of this knowledge. And it should be told in a very simple, logical, scientific approach that can really help because then alone you can understand, I am just not doing anything. Everything that I said, if you think is right, it has been within you, right or wrong. How do you know it? You would not have read a book, but you know what I said is the truth, right? Why? Knowledge is within you. I am just touching the button and it realizes. In this simple way, if you can help people, I am sure with all the support, guidance, this world, at least from the starting of this place, we can make it a beautiful heaven. And Dubai is one of the wonderful places where we can do all these things. I thank